Well, the college basketball season just around the corner. The CU men, in fact, have a little warm-up, in fact, a number of warm-ups coming up on Saturday morning before the football game. They've got an open scrimmage, exhibition game on Monday, got a close scrimmage shortly before their November 10th opener against Northern Colorado. Tad Boyle joining us, head coach for the Buffs. I'm voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. Well, you got some roster news. As we get up in the season, obviously, things begin to take shape a little bit. And maybe not the most surprising news for Evan Battey, but certainly disappointing news for the young man.
It is. You know, Evan's going to redshirt this year. He's going to be an academic redshirt, which is a little bit of a misnomer because I've not, in 24 years of coaching, Mark, I'm not sure I've coached a freshman who's probably more ready academically to tackle the rigors of not only being a student but also being an athlete at the University of Colorado. Evan is ready to do that, but unfortunately, due to NCAA rules, which we have great respect for and we're going to follow, he's going to have to be an academic redshirt this year and sit out. It's disappointing for him, disappointing for our team, but again, we're looking at the silver lining of this, a big picture. It's a positive thing for our program. I think we get a kid like that in our program for 5 years rather than 4, which is always a good thing. But we're going to miss him this year because this kid can play, and he's a special young man in more ways than just a basketball player as a student. He's just he's got an unbelievable, charismatic personality. If you've met him, you know that.
Yeah. One thing that's kind of odd about this is something that goes back to his freshman year in high school, and he was a good student throughout high school, sat out his senior year. This seems a little bit like double jeopardy here. Sit out your senior year of high school, now I have to sit out your freshman year of college.
Mark, it is double. It's actually maybe triple jeopardy if you want to look at it. You know, Evan comes from a great family, and his mom's one of the most terrific mothers I've met in the recruiting game. She had him sit out when he was a freshman in high school because he was struggling academically. He was struggling with some personal issues, with some family issues. Kid's 13. 12, 13, 14 years old. I don't know exactly how old he was at the time, but it was a period of time where he really struggled. So he sat out his freshman year, and then the state of California made him sit out last year, his senior year of high school, and now the NCAA is making him sit out his freshman year of college. So you look at a kid that's made some mistakes, got off to a rough start academically when he was a young man, early teen, and he's paying for it in a really I think unjust way. And look, I'm the coach at the University of Colorado, but I'm also a person. I'm a husband. I'm a father. I'm a human being. The NCAA has a waiver process that they go through, and we went through that process, and it was turned down. This is if you know Evan Battey, or you've met him, or you have been around him, you know he's ready to go. But look, we lost the process as the head coach of Colorado. I respect it, but as the person, as a human being, as a mentor, as a guy who cares and loves this kid, I couldn't be more disappointed with the outcome. But again, Evan Battey is the kind of kid who's going to make a lemonade out of lemons. We're going to try to do that as well. We're going to support him through this year, and we're moving forward, but it's really disappointing.
Yeah, I guess so. You got a little bit of a practice coming up on Saturday, if you will, before the college football game with the Buffaloes and Cal at Folsom Field. What are you expecting out of that open scrimmage?
Well, I just want to have our fans to get a chance to see our team, some of these new freshmen that they've heard a lot about, and some new faces, and also the returning guys who've had good off seasons. But also want our players to play in front of a group of people. We'll obviously have a chance to do that again Monday night when we play Colorado School of Mines in our first exhibition game. But it's also nice. I love college football. I love the tailgating atmosphere. So it's nice to open up the doors. Somebody can come in, watch a half-hour basketball before they go to tailgate, or an hour, however long they want to do it, and just make it a fun day.
All right. Have some fun.
Okay, we will. Thanks,
right.
Mark.
That's head coach Tad Boyle. Buffaloes, we'll have that open scrimmage on Saturday morning, 9:30 to 11, just ahead of the Buffs-Cal football game at Folsom Field.